Hey everybody, welcome back to my Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous Azata playthrough. Before we start, I noticed on the last, after I recorded the last episode, that some of the audio levels were spiking a bit. I think it was a combination of me changing some things on my recording setup and then also being a little overzealous when it came to reading some of the dialogue. So I'm sorry about that. I've tried to fix it up, and I'll try to keep things at a more standard level this time. What if the monsters and the commander come back and the commander isn't here? What do we do then? I don't know, Nuran. What will you do? But more importantly, we've got a very important. 1 second. Need to make sure I get a. I always forget to change the audio so it comes out of my headphones rather than just the speakers. But yeah, more importantly, we have an important mission to go on. Our camp was attacked last time by gargoyles who picked up and stole most of our party members, as well as the Queen and Dirabeth. So we are. The demon that was leading them told us that they were at the Lost Chapel. Kind of baiting us into coming and getting them, I think. He will regret doing that. Yeah, we have to come and try and save them all before they are turned into ghouls, I think.
I do things my way.
Anevia stares through her spyglass at the low fortification on the hill. Even at this distance you can hear blood-curdling screams coming from within. There, that's where they took them. Looks like the monsters are having a feast. Anevia shudders. We've got some survivors, they escaped somehow. But we'll never make it away from those gargoyles. But they'll never make it away from those gargoyles. That reminds me, look who I met here. She was just standing there blinking as if she knew someone would come for her. What? Ah, yes. It must be admitted that gargoyle-born flight is ineffective and uncomfortable. By the way, did you know that gargoyles can be tickled by scratching their heads? Their heels, sorry. Nenio plucks a thorny purr from her hair. I'll wait here. Send me the ones you can save from those monsters. I'll care for the wounded and get them to safety. How are you holding up? Alright, better than the people in there. What do you see on the hill? Just what Naran said. Gargoyles, ghouls, fresh ones. They haven't long since been turned, and they didn't die pretty. Looks like the demon stormed the chapel at some point, so we don't have to worry about getting inside. There's a huge hole in the wall where the gate used to be. At least that's one piece of good news. Is that winged demon in there? Well, I didn't see him flying away. I sincerely hope that wretch isn't thinking of leaving. Especially when he personally invited us to this occasion. It would be the height of rudeness for a host. Do you have extra healing ones? The party needs healing too. I could share some ones I took to care for the wounded, but then we might not have enough to heal all our soldiers. Are you sure you want to spend this magic on the party? No, keep them. Many will need healing today. I hope we manage to save at least some. I'm going to the chapel. Save everyone you can, please. Anevia will not say her wife's name, but her eyes make a silent plea. Won't you be at risk here? Don't worry about me. I've been learning how to hide from monsters since I was 5 years old. If I don't want to be seen, I won't be. Armade watch over you. Desna go with you. Having Nenio is nice.
Oh, yes, what?
Let me guess, her spellbook is not filled either. Oh yeah, we got Phantasmal Killer with her, which is one of 2 instant death spells in the game, which is why we're building her into Illusion, because it's a very effective, well, it can be quite a fun way of dealing with things. I was sort of hoping we'd get a rest. I mean, I know we can rest while going through, but this is one of those contexts where resting feels weird, because we're meant to be saving people as quickly as possible, aren't we? Oh, Olbrig, I should have changed you. My bad. Camellia, enchant your
I'll cut
weapon.
you wide open. Into the foiled in crimson.
Okay. Let's just keep it to touch of fatigue attacks for now.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Was this the right way up? Yeah, this is the right way to go. Wait, Nenio, you shouldn't be at the front. That's fine.
Whatever comes
Olbrig.
next, we'll be ready.
Turn into a griffin. Thank you. Eagle Watch Crusader. Is that you, little girl? The old soldier coughs and then shudders, but makes no effort to rise from the blood-soaked ground. A sharpened wooden stake protrudes from his stomach. Say something kind to me, for one last. And here's our blessed little beggar. I was just beginning to think I'd never set eyes on that grubby little face ever again. And it seems that fate truly does watch over the mad. I don't know what fate is, but my grandma watches over me. And my crow. Yes, of course. Fate, grandmother, and crow. No, you won't die, look. Healing radiance glows in her fingertips. I still have spells. You don't have to die here. Moving with effort, the soldier pushes her hand away. No, I'm finished. They bit me. The pestilence is in the wound, I can feel it. Soon I'll be like them. Run away before it's too late. I think the old fellow is right. You or I could heal an ordinary wound, but we stand little chance against a ghoul bite. Come along, Ember. The longer we stand around in the open like this, the more likely we are to end up back in the gargoyle's clutches. Darren looks dishevelled and slightly disorientated, and his shoulders tremble with excess tension. See, he's not all bad. He's not just like abandoning Ember, is he? He's clearly... I think everyone has a soft spot for her, except for Camellia. No, please, don't give up. I'll carry you. You can't die. Your granddaughter is waiting for you at home. The crow on Ember's shoulders croaks sadly, as if confirming her words. Granddaughter, yes. You remind me of her. Boisterous little thing. But you can't lift me. No, I can't be helped. Death comes for us all, little girl. I've made my peace with it, and you should too.
Esmo, access, yes.
She looks around and sees you. Look, it's the commander. She can definitely help you. Ember swiftly pulls the stake from the soldier's body and heals the wound with a spell. Ember, how did you escape? They wanted to make me stop moving, like the others, but they couldn't. It just didn't work on me. Their claws froze everyone else like statues, but I ran away. Darren, how did you escape? What? Oh, well, there's a well further up. It serves as an entrance to a small cave where the gargoyles stash their treasure. They obviously took me for the same, the flattery. They obviously thought I wouldn't be able to get out on my own, so they left me in there. But I did get out, though I paid dearly for it. I've got scratches and dirt all over me. Darren briefly falters, then adds with affected nonchalance. And when I say treasure, I don't mean anything truly valuable. There is nothing down there worth your attention. Something makes me think there is. What's inside the chapel? It's very scary in there. Everyone gets killed and then turned into ghouls. The people are always screaming and the winged demon is always laughing. Are you alive, warrior? Can you walk? Get to the foot of the hill and Evia will heal you. I told you, you don't have to die. Not here, not today. And what should I do? I can help you fight these monsters, but perhaps I'll be more help down there with an Evia. I have the same question, Darren winces. You know, I have heard at least 1,000 stories about the horrors of the war with the demons and the nightmares of the world wound. I was raised on them and surrounded by them. I even lived through some of them myself. But none of it prepared me for what happened here. I can't imagine how much wine it's going to take to banish from my memory the moment when I found myself alone and surrounded by monsters. And that's why I very much want to go with you and see the monsters quake in fear. It's only fair. Accept both Ember and Darren into your party. Come with me, both of you. Sure. Goodbye, Camellia, and goodbye, Nenio. Oh, okay. I forgot to actually take them into the party, didn't I? Whoops. It's okay. We'll just run back and ask Nevia to change. I want to change my party. Come with us. There you go. Darren, get on your dog.
I welcome your company.
Wolf, I should say. Right, now we can actually do some buffs, which is useful.
I wonder why.
Yes.
Mage armor on everybody.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Using yourself.
Yes.
And heroism on everybody. Now's definitely the time where we need these. Use false life. Sadly, we won't find Woolgif
Fighting
here.
for a righteous cause is certainly different from a simple massacre. The former is more bloody and performed with duties out.
Yeah, Woolgif did a runner. So we'll probably have Sealer in the party for now. And do a bless.
Rules are made to be broken.
Okay. That's enough for now. Let's get going.
Careful now.
They will break against our resolve.
At least the gargoyles, when they attack, they land close.
You
So you have
won't
to waste time
survive
running
me.
towards them.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Hopefully we can find more people on the
Let's
way.
have some fun.
Oh, this crusader's under attack. Ah, look, a gold tooth. Oh, I was thought we might be able to save him. Guess not though.
The light will take you.
Oh my nine.
This.
I will help where I can. Do not fear. Do not waver.
Oh, did he just start the fight with a... It's not fair.
Make every strike count.
I'll finish it off. Good job. Ulrich. And Darren, use a prayer. Ember, you can move up and do an evil eye in this one.
Into the fray! Ah!
No, no, oh. I was trying to move the thing. That's annoying. Oh well.
You've
Move
crossed
up.
the wrong mongrel.
Darren, you and
Out of my sight.
your dog can just attack. Well, I've seen this before. There's a visual bug that happens with Darren where he puts his swords away while he's riding the dog, but his arms are still in the combat position. So he looks a bit odd.
No glory without risk!
Up the hill we go.
You won't survive me.
Oh, there's Yanka. So we found some of the Hell Knights. Can we do a death from above? Yeah, get right in there. Don't run. Cowards, take one step back, and we'll finish you ourselves. You call yourself Crusaders? Fight to the death.
I will see to your demise.
Yeah, not doing too well.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Man, you were so far back.
Cover me!
Yaka salutes you with his mace covered in blood. This time those winged beasts won't defeat us. We escaped. We're ready to chop them to bits. Ready, are we? Speak for yourself. Gods, why did I ever go on this crusade? I should have stayed home, picked mushrooms, milked my goat. Does Regil still live? Yes, he's here somewhere. He managed to help a few of your recruits escape, and he's already made a decent fighting squad out of them. How did you escape? They didn't even get a chance to take us prisoner. It was too dangerous to fight a gargoyle while it's carrying you mid-air, but once it starts to land, it becomes vulnerable. We escaped their claws over the slope and took the weapons from the fallen. Lo and behold, Regil deranged fighters are back and ready to serve. Are there any prisoners left? Yes, there are many. We retreated to regroup, hoping for reinforcements, and you proved us right. I see not everyone here still boasts your fighting spirit. Yaka looks with disdain at the recruits sent by the Queen. Yellow beat snot noses. They've never even seen a real fight. If it wasn't for us, they'd all scatter and the gargoyles would pick them off one by one. Hell Knights execute such cowards on the spot to serve as an example for the rest. Wow, we could just execute one of them. We could make fun of Yaka. Nah. Stop scaring the poor wretches. There'll be no public executions in my army. Yes, Commander. The order not to frighten the recruits will be executed. Yaka answers in a brisk tone, coming to full attention. Retreat to the foot of the hill. Find the Nebula and wait for my return. Affirmative.
That's easy.
Here, get down. Quickly. That won't hold them off for long. Take the wounded, I'll hold them. There's Social. Social leans over the body of a woman clad in the Hell Knight's black armour. Although she is obviously dead, he whispers a prayer and casts a healing spell to no avail. His face twists in pain, and he shakes his head, refusing to believe what is happening. Wake up. Please wake up. Did you know her? No, not her. We were brought here together. I admit even I was caught off guard when the gargoyles grabbed me and dragged me off. The recruits must have been terrified. She did well, though. As soon as the monsters were about to land, she twisted out of their claws and helped us all escape. Social takes a heavy metal shield from the dead woman's hands and considers its intricate decoration. This shield. I prayed my eyes deceived me in the darkness, but now there's no doubt. Nest, this is my brother's shield. It was kept as a relic in our church for centuries. We used to gaze upon it as children, imagine the adventures of its previous owners. When Trevor went to the crusade, he took the shield with him. Biting his lip, he looks at the dead woman's blood-spattered face. Who are you? Where did you get it from? In the name of Shaylin, why didn't we get to talk while you were still alive? Maybe our squad mates or our commander will be able to tell us something. Yes. Yes, they must know something. When we're finished with this cursed chapel, please ask the Hell Knight commander about this woman. It's unlikely he'll talk freely with me. But for now, whoever you were, thank you. He gently closes the eyes of the dead woman and takes hold of the shield by its leather straps. 2 arms. Retreat to the foot of the hill. Very well. I'm afraid that many will need healing. I guess this is the well that Darren came out of. Help! Somebody help! A wounded warrior lying among the mutilated, lifeless bodies cries out for help. It's hard for her to shout. Her cheek is torn and her teeth are showing through the wound. After noticing you, she doesn't stop screaming but nods her head subtly at the bodies next to her. It's an ambush. Prepare to attack the ghouls that are pretending to be corpses.
Crusading isn't that boring after all.
It's a good start.
Precision and grace.
Into the fray!
Make every strike count.
Are you able to do the damage? Yeah, damage undead.
I'll make short work of this.
Oh, and kill her. Oh. I keep hoping
Stab
these
their
people will
backs.
live.
Surrender or else.
Guess not.
Trust in yourself.
There's not going to be many
Yet
survivors.
another obstacle.
It looks like. Oh, there's Regil.
I'll loot your corpse.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Everyone just move up and attack.
No glory without risk.
You two, Darren.
sight.
And Ember, you come up.
Too late for apologies. Your death awaits.
You won't survive me.
Hey, Regil. Stop whining. Raise your weapons and ready your defenses. The wounded, hold your torches up. Did the Queen send us soldiers? Looks more like a sewing circle. Commander. As he sees you, Regil throws his fists in the air. Despite some claw wounds, he's chipper and full of fighting spirit. Ready to report on the situation. We organized an escape. There are no fewer than 36 gargoyles and ghouls in the fortress. We lacked sufficient forces for a confrontation, so we withdrew. Gargoyles and ghouls? Why do you think they stick together? Could it be because their names sound similar? Maybe if a ghoul bites a gargoyle, it turns into a gargoyle. Look, a Hell Knight stooping to help his allies? I never thought I'd be glad to see your face, Regil. I will always preserve the lives of allied forces. If you thought in terms of efficiency and achieving your goals, as every fighter should in this war against the demons, you would be far less surprised by my actions. How did you escape? Gargoyles are used to dealing with weak and poorly trained fighters. Civilians, near enough. During our first battle with them, we weren't at our best. But while they grew confident in their victory, we studied their habits. They become vulnerable when they are preparing to land. It is a simple matter to free yourself from their claws. The rest is a question of skill. Those gargoyles just won't leave your unit alone. It's not about my unit, Commander. The gargoyles seem to know precisely in which tents to find their targets in. And another thing. Do you recall the fire at the camp? Gargoyles don't have any incendiary weapons. The flames were what guided them to us. I don't know what Commander Tirabade and her celebrated watch are getting paid for. It's clear as day there's an enemy spy in your camp. What's going on in the chapel? It's a slaughterhouse. Even I almost threw up. That demon you see, just killing and eating his victims isn't enough for him. He's inventive. Regil exhales the last word with disgust. This can promise nothing good. Send your fighters to the foot of the hill. The survivors are gathering there. Consider it done. Am I to retreat with them or come with you? Retreat with your people. Affirmative. We've got our core party, except for Wooljiff. Buggers off. Oh. That's nasty. Either people are jumping or being thrown off the top.
What's that glitter?
It hurts, I'm bleeding. Free the Crusader.
The mongrel did it.
Thank you, Commander. Rusty blades and jagged shards protrude from a pile of broken weapons and armor. Yeah, either people are being thrown off or yeah, trying to jump to their freedom.
Precisely.
Either way, not great. Do a touch of fatigue attack nest as soon as you can reach. Lan, do a bonus shot here, I think.
Doing this.
You can maybe kill them. Well, you can kill one and win the other.
I will see to your demise.
Right, up we go. Is that everyone that we found then? Well, in terms of our party, it might be everyone. I don't know if there's... Well, there's probably... Yeah, there'll be more... We haven't found Irabeth or the Queen yet. Inheritor, do not leave me here in the darkness. Deliver me from evil. I used to pray to that fool too. But what's the point? Things got so much better after I renounced her. You saying that it's good being a ghoul? Remember how many years we've been friends? Should we really let religion come between us? Yeah, this army is more fun than the Crusaders. Come on, friend. Renounce her. Come to us. All our friends are already here. Renounce her or we'll devour you. I will not fear evil, for you are with me, Iomade. Oh, good show. We'll win, we'll live to see the dawn. Well done, mate. Thought you might die for your trouble, but... Oh wow. There's a cultist there as well. Oh, I guess they've been converting people. Darren, do another prayer.
The light. You.
Okay.
Make every strike count.
Oh, these guys are pretty weak, it would seem.
Precision and grace.
Into the fray.
Do a scorching ray. Oh, that might have been a bit of overkill. That's fair enough though. Overkill's better than underkill.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Underkill's not really a phrase, but we'll go with it. You picked the wrong time to turn sides.
I'll make short work of this.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
Always watch your back.
Oh, we're not going to go all the way around here. We'll explore this place properly once we've freed everyone.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
Oh, that did a lot of damage. Do a touch of fatigue attack.
Out of my sight.
Oh, where did all these guys come from? Okay. Oh, well. They're all being wrecked by attacks of opportunity, though. That's good. Yeah.
Won't survive
Try and
me.
shoot the cultist. Sealer, you also go and hit the
No
cultist.
glory without risk.
Albrig. And take a shot there. Ember, you can
I'll
just take a shot. Okay. Let's do another touch of fatigue. Nash, you're not doing so well in terms of your hits, are you? Oh, the enemies have hit us with prayer. That's not what you want.
I will see to your demise.
Lan help out.
This.
The light will take you.
Good job, Albrig. Seeing as they're so close, do a cure moderate wounds on the creeper Ember.
Thank you for amusing me.
Precision.
And
Take it.
Make every strike count.
The inheritor, guide my blade.
Good job.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Welcome to the slaughterhouse. Lovely. Before we go in, Darren, can you
Skip the
heal us a bit?
pleasantries.
That's enough. In the visage of the ghoul before you, you can barely recognise the Honourable Visali Rathamus, your regimental cleric. His fuzzy grey beard is going along with his other hair. And what? His fuzzy grey beard is gone along with his other hair. There you go. And his once lively face has grown gaunt and livid. The skull of the old cleric is cracked open and whitish lava wriggle inside. But this seems not to bother him at all. Transformed Rathamus. Heretics, dirty slaves of false gods. The cleric paces up and down before a desecrated altar on which an unholy symbol of Kabiri has been drawn. A group of ghouls have brought the soldiers to kneel before him. Renounce your idols. Bow down before him who gnaws, or you shall be sacrificed upon his altar. No, never. Holy Iomade, hear me now. I will gladly die before I renounce you. A sacrifice. The old man's claws sink into the soldier's body. Shuddering in pain, the latter whispers a prayer through his teeth. Well, who will be the first to taste flesh? Who will take Kabiri's communion? I will. The pale woman looks at the cleric. Her eyes are glassy with madness. I renounce Serenere. Hail to Kabiri. I will do anything you say. Warriors, remember that your spirit is free. No demon worshipper has the right to give you orders. You failed. Horror, despair, and confusion paint the bloody faces of the soldiers. Their eyes shift between you and Visale. Suddenly, a figure in simple armour appears from the shadows that fill the church. Fear not, warriors. It is time for the darkness to yield.
They dare threaten me.
Queen Galfrey. Oh wow, we've not saved any of these. Land move up and
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Into the fray.
move up. Oh, there's a trap there. Okay, move up,
The
Sealer.
light take you.
Albrig, you do the same. Darren, move up and do a prayer. Nest, you can just move up to here. Queen Galfrey, what are you going to do? Well, we didn't save any of the soldiers. Land, take an extra shot.
You won't
Rapimus.
survive me.
Nearly dead. Sealer, do a damage undead.
The inheritor.
And the horse can do an
Guide
attack.
my
That's
blade.
nice. And Darren, you do the same. Damage undead. Oh, I just realised in this party we've got no one that knows any trickery, do we? Oh, that's... Oh, because now we've lost Woljif. We haven't got any trickery skill. The only other member in the team that does is Camellia. I didn't think that through.
You won't stop us.
That's slightly annoying.
Endure this.
The Queen greets you with a nod as she closely examines her sword. Her lips are pursed and her eyes are burning with rage. This church, I knew it well, and its days of grandeur. I remember the voices of 100 warriors soaring through its vaults in common prayer. I remember the holiness of the rector and the weight of his hand on my forehead when he blessed me before battle. On this very spot I stood with my 3 friends who would not live to see this day, but to see the den of depravity those demons have turned it into. It is almost more than I can bear. Darren's eyes widen in astonishment. The simple armor deceived me, but I know that voice anywhere. What? The Queen stops him with raised hands. Not now. I'm glad you broke free of your captors, my Queen. Ha! Galfrey remained subdued, but your words seemed to lift her mood a bit. Better than that. I deliberately let them seize me back there at the camp, hoping to quickly find the other prisoners and help whomever I could. I am a chosen paladin of Iomedae. Few demons pose a real threat to me. I took a risk in letting them seize me, but not a great one. It would only have gotten dangerous if the Gargoyle's masters had revealed my identity and called in greater demons as reinforcements. Admit it. You were worried about me, were you not? Of course I was. Losing the Queen of Mendev right at the start of the crusade would have been a disaster. Is that the only reason? Very well, as you wish. We'll put an end to the evil that's at work here. We surely will. Canabras was the first step. Purging this church of demonic filth is our second, and Dresden will soon follow. Well then, off we must go. I will get these soldiers to safety. There aren't any soldiers left. You can stay and clear the area, Commander. Do any of my party have... No one has okay. That's an oversight. The ritual circle drawn in blood on the floor of the desecrated church. It is covered with the unholy symbols of the Lords of the Abyss. Yeah, that's a really big oversight. Can someone else have a
Rely
go?
on me.
Can nobody pick locks? Oh,
Smile.
nobody can pick
The
locks,
world's
can they?
not ending just yet.
It says 45% still.
Are we in trouble yet?
Lan, can you have a go? Oh, okay. Just break it.
Thanks, Lan. You're so awesome, Lan.
I have no idea what we lost, but we lost something, and that irritates me. Oh, there's an amulet. The altar exudes the last remains of the holy power that once ruled over this place. Is there nowhere else to go in here?
Success.
An epitaph written in teen is etched onto the stone. I lost my honour in my homeland, I regained it here. These ghouls have been maimed even more brutally than the others. Bulky lenses are sewn over their eyes, and various tools from scissors to drills are attached to their fingers. Their bodies are pincushions for long, rusty needles, threads still in them. They are plying their work on bound-up soldiers, still alive, but with no strength to even moan from the unbearable pain. One of the ghoul craftsmen works his finger blades dexterously, slowly removing the scalp from a female warrior, all while chatting to her cheerfully. "You won't need this hair. Ghouls don't have any. It would all fall out anyway. Yours is good, though. Nice and long. We'll make thread out of it. Hair makes good thread. Maybe we'll use it to sew something onto you. Too bad paladins can't become like us. The light they have inside burns away our gift too quickly. I used to have a good paladin friend when I was alive. We both got bitten. I was transformed, but he just stayed the way he was. I had to gobble him up. That was too bad. If he hadn't believed in his little goddess, he'd still be having fun with us now." Another methodically tears off a soldier's fingernails, one by one, sewing on razor blades in their place. "The living like to swing their swords. When you're one of us, you'll forget all about those silly weapons with handles. Better to kill enemies with your hands. Sink your fingers into their meat. Let the smell out. Feel the warm blood spraying. That is what happiness is." Terrible things were done to these ghouls. Now they show gentle care to their prisoners. In their words and deeds, just like some good knights. Ha! Darren's brow leaps up. Quite the razor tongue you have there. You should write political sketches for the paper. What do you mean? Did I say something wrong? Sorry, please, I didn't mean to. I just talk about what I see. Quite right, my dear, quite right. Finian's voice trembles. "I've seen this before. Only there was a hearth, and an anvil, and... No, I can't remember." "Get your paws away from them." "Ah, new material. Even better than the old stuff." With quick swipes of their blades, the ghoul craftsmen finish off their prisoners and turn to attack you.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Oh, I was hoping to save them.
Make every strike
I
count.
guess we should have tried to sneak up if we were going to do that.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I'll make short work of this.
Into the fray.
Oh, the horse is slowed, isn't it? And exhausted. Oh dear. I didn't notice that. I thought they were being clear of it.
If there's gold, it's mine.
Scorching Ray on the creeper. Well, people outside are making a lot of noise.
You won't survive.
There's a park right outside my house, so
Together
often gets a
we
bit noisy.
stand.
Oh, they've lost a lot of their buffs. Lay hands on others and do it to your horse. Oh, it doesn't get rid of exhausted. It's going to last 8 minutes. That's annoying. Search the things. I really don't want to have Camilla. The minute we level up, I'm going to dump a bunch of points into trickery, I think, for Nest, so she can take over.
This is my chance to run.
Yeah, Darren, you can heal her.
I welcome your company.
Irabeth. The disgusting stench of rotten flesh fills the room. Human bodies are impaled on iron hooks hanging from the ceiling, like cattle in a slaughterhouse. Some of them are still, while others shift and moan. You hear a faint female voice whispering a prayer. Holy Iomade, deliver us. The voice coughs wetly. Deliver us from the darkness by your hand. Commander Tirabane. The soldier's voice trembles. I don't want to die. You won't die, soldier. You won't die. They'll come for us. The commander is on her way. Pray with me. Come on. Holy Almade, don't leave us. Don't leave. The soldier's voice fades. Come on, can you hear me? Come on, speak, speak. I... The soldier's hoarse voice grows louder, and then comes the cracking sound of torn flesh. I'm hungry.
Let the duel commence.
Endure this!
Out of my sight!
Oh, being exhausted is not good.
No glory without risk.
Commander! Irabeth has been impaled on a metal hook and is barely breathing. Her lips move slowly and blood pours from her mouth with every word. You came. She's hurting. Probably worse than I was in the fire. We'll heal you, Irabeth, but... Ember touches her shoulder. You'll have scars. Maybe not on your body, but you'll have some. Cursing, Seela rushes to help Irabeth. With your help, Irabeth gets off the hook. She sways with a moan, but remains standing. You've suffered a great deal. You're lucky to be alive. I am alive. This boy is not. I've also been bitten. She lowers her head and you can see a fresh bite on her neck. Praise the Inheritor. She protects me from the infection. Otherwise, I'd be like him. What lies further ahead? Did you see anything? Staunton Vane, the fallen paladin of Dresden. He is here with the demoness. It's a trap. Please be careful. That waste of space is still alive? Back at the Grey Garrison, I thought that eyeless beast only took him with her as a snack for the road. I'm not going to say that. Can you walk? Anevia is waiting at the foot of the hill. She'll help you. Yes. I'll get there. Thank you, Commander. There you go. I think that's everyone that's been taken has been found. Now it's just to deal with Staunton Vane and Minago. We can't do anything about the trap. Oh wow. That was a pretty deadly trap. That was a phantasmal killer trap.
Oh, the waiting's never fun.
Let's put bark skin back on people that are... Most people already have it, but still.
Up two, keep it up! Well, how do you like my soldiers? Oh, so much prettier than yours, aren't they? And my games, so much more fun!
The ghouls march in the square before the bell tower to the tune of Nolkineth's cheerful laughter. You see living soldiers among them, wounded, frightened to death, struggling to march in step with the undead.
The disgrace. Our camp was ravaged by an overgrown child with wings.
Darling, look who's here. It's the commander, come to return what she stole from you. It should have been you in command of this army. And these powers, they should have been yours.
You see two familiar figures in the bell tower. The fallen crusader Staunton watches marching ghouls with grim disgust. Minago takes him by the chin, her sharp claw leaving a scratch on his cheek, and turns his face to you.
Oh, darling, why so sad? Oh, please, sweetheart, say something. When you're like this, it makes me sad too. You don't want me to be sad, do you? Come on, smile. I did everything you wanted, even better than you wanted. The fools who humiliated you got what they deserved. Can you hear them scream? And now their commander will be torn to pieces along with them. Oh, it's sure to be a fine show. Just for the two of us. And we have the best seats in the house.
Her sharp nails sink deeper into the dwarf's skin, and the demon's lips draw close to his face. He winces.
This is too much. They deserve death, and what happened in Canabris was fair punishment. But this depraved torture... order your creature to finish them off, and we'll be done here.
Sweetie, don't tell me what to do. We were too soft on them, I think. Just remember the way they humiliated you. And for what? For your part in a heroic feat? And now they would take Dresden from you? Each of them deserves 100 deaths. The only thing unfair about this is that we can kill them only once. There now. Don't pout. Kiss me, my love, and let's enjoy the spectacle.
A tongue resembling a fat crimson slug crawls out of Minago's mouth and reaches out to Staunton's face. The dwarf turns away, and the demon's tongue leaves a moist trace of slime on his cheek.
Hey! Hey! What are you looking at? Look at me! I'm right here! Do I need to bite your soldiers' heads off for you to notice me? I can do it, you know.
I told you, Nolkineth. In me you meet your death.
You? Who are you, anyway? Got yourself a little more power than mortals usually have. And now you think you're equal to the gods? If you're equal to anything, it's my breakfast!
Hesitation shows through the monster's smirk. The monster looks at you, and for a moment you feel once more that there is no one here besides the two of you. You feel his power, the same power granted to you. You realise that a battle is coming, the likes of which you've never endured before. But your opponent will soon realise the same. You feel his power and his fear. A moment later, the monster strikes.
They will break against our resolve.
Now, we are not coming into this fight with the best, in the best position. Do protection from evil.
I'm done with you.
Okay, now's the time to do your arcane weapon enchantment nest. Oh, your movement is so rubbish because you're exhausted. Okay, just do a try and kill this ghoul. Lamb. Okay. Precise strike and extra attack.
Make every strike count.
Take a shot at him. Ember, definitely do Evil Eye on Malekith. I keep saying his name wrong. Nolkineth. Sealer.
The
Charging.
Inheritor, guide my blade.
Albrig. You can also attack Nolkineth. Darren, do another. Oh no, there's not many ghouls around. Just try and finish off this. Finish off that guy.
Precision and grace.
Nest being exhausted is not good. Okay, move up to there. And then do Instrument of Freedom. See how that does. Oh, there you go. It's unbearable. The roars of Nolkineth, the hissing of the ghouls, the moans of the wounded and dying. All this melds into a terrifying cacophony, an agonizing song of the tormented world. This shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. This shouldn't be happening. It won't happen. Anger, pain, fear, all emotions subside. Boundless, triumphant power rises from somewhere deep within you. Now, you only feel... let's do hope. A blinding flash illuminates the battlefield, lighting up the ghouls with their bared teeth. Rage and terror flash across the demon's twisted muzzle, and the despair on the people's faces is replaced with joy. I think we're getting another power up, another mythic power. We're still exhausted though. You're full attack. Ember, you can do a cackle first. And then do a Scorching Ray.
The light take you.
Looks like most of the Crusaders are going to die. See if you can finish him off, Ulrich. Perfect.
Minago! Minago! What is this? How could this be? You deceived me, you wretch! You promised I'd become...
The dying monster at your feet raises its snout to the ugly sky of the world wound.
How? This shouldn't have. Why? Staunton, what is this? What should we do?
The demon yelps and covers her mouth with her hand. She grabs her companion by the shoulders and yells.
I can't do anything with these sores. It's no use. Darling, please do something.
Occult symbols appear on her face and they flush red like bloody ulcers.
Calm down. I said quiet. First, just get us out of here. Then we'll decide what to do.
The dwarf gives her a sharp slap on the cheek.
Right. Let's fly away quickly.
Holding Staunton close to herself, Minago disappears. Nolkineth lets out a long grunt and freezes at your feet. Like a dirty heap of bloody fur. It grows quiet. No roaring or shrieking of monsters. No moaning of the wounded. No clamour of weapons. The dawn rises over the desecrated chapel.
I need a mattress. Preferably a magical one, so it will fly along wherever I go. And be ready if you start shaking again. It's no fun getting thrown to the rocks.
What an unexpected sensation. Like a sip of the finest wine, a soul-sapping caress. The night was difficult, but for that ending, oh, it was worth it.
The Asamar rubs his hands over his face in pleasure.
How pretty. The sun is rising. Something is burning in you too. Illuminating everything around you like the sunrise.
Ember looks at the breaking dawn.
I'll be damned. That power again. It's so strange. It doesn't seem like Iomede's intervention. The gods rarely interfere in mortal affairs, and never twice in a row.
Yes!
Albrig's eyes are agleam and his cheeks are flushed as if from a night's carousing. Raising his bloody fist to the sky, the big man greets the rising sun with ebullient laughter. Sweet. Haha, did you see Nullaketh's face? How unfortunate when your opponent gets new powers in the middle of a fight. The rays of the rising sun light up the gruesome battlefield where once again you felt the strange surge of power. The road awaits. I think combat's ended. Yeah. Talk to an Evia. So yeah, we got a level up and another power boost.
Stay on your toes.
We came across Minago and Staunton again and we beat this nasty little demon. How long have I been? Okay. I think I'm going to leave it there at that bump of power, and then we're going to search. Before we go, we're going to search the rest of this area because there's definitely more to see around here. But yeah, that's our next mythic power up, and came just in the nick of time too. But yeah, thanks for watching. If you want to keep following this series, subscribe. I'll be posting stuff daily, and leave a like or a comment if you're feeling generous. Thank you for watching. See ya.